But you get to this point, and all the time people see the glamour in the position. There's obviously so much pressure in doing it, but they pay y'all a certain amount of money to do that job. I want to talk about your first job, Coach. Well, it's your second job. What was it, the Florida Tuskers?
The Florida Tuskers.
The UFL, Coach?
You're damn right. That's right.
Tell me a little bit about that experience. But you were 23 years old.
Yeah, so it's amazing. So I finished up playing college ball at Miami of Ohio, and really, when I talk about the career trajectory, so much of this is I'm so fortunate that my grandfather, who he passed last year, he set a legacy for our family where the reality is I got opportunities that other people wouldn't get. Now, that makes you want to work that much harder to do right by him and the legacy that he set for our family. But so I got done playing at Miami of Ohio, got right in with the Bucks, and I basically was like a secretary. I was like the assistant to the quality control coaches. And so, funny story, so that's my first year in coaching. I came in midway through OTAs. I don't know what the hell's going on, and I'm just trying to soak up as much information, but I'm running errands for coaches, just trying to be valuable in any way possible. We end up going through the season. We were 9-3, end up finishing 9-7. It coincided with the year that you and Mike T, you guys win the Super Bowl against Arizona in Tampa. Raheem gets the head job. And so Raheem then decides, I'm going to fire Sean McVay. So Raheem fires me after he gets promoted to be the head coach. But it really wasn't like that. It was, he gets promoted, and, there were some different things where they wanted to be able to have people that were more, Mark Domick, Raheem's kind of guys. And so that led to me going to the United Football League. And that was an unbelievable experience. It was one of those deals where that's why you hope the USFL, the XFL goes, because to get players other opportunities, to get coaches other opportunities. I know for me as a young cat, it was so big time. And I got a chance to work with a lot of guys that had had success in the NFL. But Brooks Bollinger was our quarterback. Jim Haslett was the head coach. Jay Gruden was the OC. And so Ike Hilliard was receiver coach there. And so got a chance to be around a lot of good guys. And I was coaching running backs, tight ends. I was a quality control on offense and defense, but there was 4 teams in the league. So we lived in Orlando, and we played 6 games in the regular season. We go undefeated. We got 1 game that I'm breaking down the other, once a week. And I'm thinking, shit, this coaching thing is pretty good right here, man. And that was a great experience. But what it was, Ryan, is it was awesome because there was actually like some defensive regulations. So as you're trying to really learn the game, it forces you to be able to get a chance to present. How are you interacting in meeting settings and making sure it's collaborative, where, all right, even just getting up on the board or being able to answer questions that guys that have been, Jermaine Wiggins, I remember he used to joke, he was playing, he's like, Coach, you need me to go buy you some beers? And I wasn't that far off from him actually having to do that. Right. And so just getting a feel for, hey, how are you connecting with guys? How are you learning the game and how to make it as clear as possible and really help players ultimately reach their highest potential, but in a regulated setting where, there's so many different things that can be presented, when there's 22 moving parts. And I thought it was really beneficial for me to really learn the foundation of what I know about this game, but then also learn, all right, how do you teach? How do you do those things that, it's about the interpersonal skills, I think, is where some of these coaches separate themselves. And that was a big time, deal. And then I got a chance to go work for Mike and Kyle in Washington. And then we had our, fun times. And